Growing older doesn't always make someone wiser or kinder. A desperate woman blames another for all her woes.
Your dirty little secret has cost me everything.
She wrapped him up like a piece of meat.
A country housewife picks up a sinister hobby.
Mary said at her trial, "I like men and men like me."
One more for luck.
And a lonely widow won't give up her second chance for love.
You know we're having an affair.
It's a dangerous, emotional cocktail.
These deadly women aren't planning for their retirement when they turn to midlife murder. Cleveland, Ohio, 2011.
I just got back from the store and it looks like my husband's, deceased.
53-year-old Jean Harrington discovers her husband's body
Yeah, no, I touched his leg and he's cold to the touch.
and a suicide note.
He said that this is the only possible way to provide for my family.
I am not quite sure what to do.
It's a pretty sad state of affairs.
12 years earlier, Jean's marriage to Michael Gable starts with high hopes.
Here's to us.
To us.
Jean's thrifty ways mean they don't even have to worry about a mortgage.
Jean didn't make a lot of money, but she was very good at saving, and she eventually owned her own home, no mortgage. Then she meets Michael.
Within a year, they're expecting a child.
It's perfect.
Jean is keen to secure their financial future by investing in a second property.
Are you sure about this? Do we need to think about this one?
Oh no, I've done the math and it all adds up.
They decided to get a mortgage on that home and purchase a rental property around the corner.
I'll tell you what, I'll book an inspection. Okay?
Jean wouldn't be so sure if she knew Michael's secret.
And he did things that were a little over the top.
Honey,
Yeah.
it's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
She really hadn't been aware of the kind of debt he brought into the marriage.
Michael has an expensive pastime: gambling.
Crazy. Michael, 3 keys.
Oh!
He owes money all over town. He can't hide his bad habit forever.
Whoa! Man, what a day.
Jean had always been smart and practical.
Where's all the money gone?
That's how she ended up owning her own home at such a young age.
I have some debts.
How much do we owe? How much? Tell me.
About 100 grand.
Michael had a very serious problem.
Michael, how could you?
It's over, okay? It's over.
All this from gambling.
Over, and I'm paying it off. I am paying it off. I'm working my butt off.
That was a big problem for a woman who had lived debt-free.
Michael starts working 2 jobs to pay off his debt. But he can't resist the poker tables.
Now, don't spend it all at once.
I'll try not to.
Okay, let's play some cards.
Even with the financial problems, there was gambling going on. There continued to be gambling, and there continued to be an issue in the marriage.
We're closed! Seriously?
Jean is not impressed.
I knew it.
Gene, what are you doing here?
stopping you gambling our life savings away.
In one instance, Gene Harrington shows up
Come on.
and drags Michael Gable out of because of the gambling.
The wedded bliss didn't last long at all.
Growing debt forces them to take out a second mortgage on the home Jean once owned.
Debt did not sit well with Jean. It made her very anxious.
To get them out of debt, she starts an online business selling goods from home.
Oh, no. You need more layers.
But instead of helping, it makes things worse.
Why don't you just use bubble wrap?
It's too expensive when you got a gambler in the family.
Jean was extremely depressed, and one of the ways she dealt with that was to spend money herself on silly stuff, stupid stuff, things she didn't need.
Oh, no, not the cats. I'm keeping the cats.
The items she sells are but a fraction of the items she keeps for herself.
Oh, Jean, you don't need any more junk.
You never can have enough cats, I say.
She was a hoarder.
She wouldn't get rid of anything. 80% of the house was packed with junk.
10 years later, the passion between Michael and Jean is long gone. But they stay together to bring up their son.
I need you to sign these forms.
What are they for?
The mortgage.
Raising him in a volatile home for a decade.
It was a very tumultuous family life for their son.
Is this really necessary?
Your dirty little secret has cost me everything.
Her anger kept getting more and more intense.
What about your spending?
Don't you dare blame me for the mess that we are in.
Over the years, their roles switch.
I am closing the joint bank account.
Michael isn't threatening their finances. It is Jean's hoarding.
I'm not gambling anymore.
Sign it. Now!
The police say they were called to the home at least 10 times in a 2-year period, but neither of them would ever level charges.
Get back to bed!
By 2011, they reach the breaking point. Jean has run up so much debt, they are about to lose everything.
They were going to lose their home. It was in foreclosure, so there was definitely a massive financial pressure on them.
To Jean, Michael is squarely to blame for their precarious situation.
When you've worked hard all your life and find yourself suddenly homeless,
Good.
it's a pretty sad state of affairs.
Michael! Get in here!
Soon, this family of 3 will only need accommodation for 2. In the summer of 2011, on the eve of foreclosure, Jean Harrington has lost all hope.
Go get dressed for bed. But Mom, now! Michael?
Jean had just about had it.
Michael!
She couldn't believe she was ready to lose her home.
She blames one person. Her husband, Michael.
Why didn't you answer me?
It's all over, Jean.
This was the home that she had paid off the mortgage.
We're losing everything.
And because of the decisions they made as a couple, they were about to lose it.
Yeah, because of you.
If Michael had never come into her life, she wouldn't have lost her home.
No, it wasn't me. It was you.
Jean was angry, and Michael was going to pay.
Among Jean's collectibles, she's kept something special.
Nobody buys a stun gun that isn't planning on hurting someone. The way Jean saw it, Michael ruined her life. And she was going to make him pay.
A stun gun delivers anywhere from 950,000 volts, and those volts cause incredible pain. He would have been so disoriented, he wouldn't have known what had hit him.
She did it over and over.
She left him totally incapacitated, unable to move. And when that happened, she beat him up. She busted his lip. She bruised him in various places, caused cuts and contusions. And she still wasn't done.
So she took out plastic wrap, the type that clings to itself. She wrapped it round and around and around his head. Air hunger is one of the worst things a person can experience. He simply could not breathe, and he died. She wrapped him up like a piece of meat. She just had no place to send him.
It's a brutal and bizarre murder. But Jean thinks she can pull it off as a suicide.
I just got back from the store and it looks like my husband's, deceased.
The law enforcement people had never seen a suicide quite like this one. They just knew it didn't ring true.
When people kill themselves, they don't hit themselves repeatedly on the head or stun themselves with a gun.
Seems like an unusual way for someone to commit suicide, don't you think?
He wouldn't have had the guts to use a gun.
Police think it's murder and have a #1 suspect.
Would you say it was a happy marriage?
When Jean is questioned, she deepens their suspicions.
I don't think I would have married him if I knew he was a gambler and had a built-in debt.
She made very clear she did not like Michael Gable.
I could have been someone if it wasn't for him.
I believe she referred to him as a coward, as a sociopath during the interview, talked about how all of their financial problems were his fault. It was a very different interview than one would expect from a grieving widow.
Okay. I think that's all for now. Thank you for coming in, Mrs. Harrington.
Fantastic.
But hard evidence is needed for court.
I'll see you again.
It took a long time. They were gathering evidence, including financial records, medical records, crime scene analysis. Police described it as a very complex investigation.
3 years later, the law catches up with her.
Jean was picked up by the police, charged with murder, felonious assault, and evidence tampering, and taken before a judge.
In 2016, Jean Harrington is found guilty of all charges and sentenced to 16 years to life in prison.
Every problem in Jean's life, she decided it was all Michael's fault.
To us.
Jean believes her troubles started when she met Michael.
Don't you dare blame me for what you have put us through!
But she never looks at herself.
Yeah, because of you.
Michael takes responsibility for his actions. She doesn't. It's much easier to blame him for everything.
He further and further and further lost her trust until she couldn't think of anything else to do but to try to get rid of him.
On the streets of Jarrow, England, people still talk about the widow of Windy Nook, who was either the luckiest or unluckiest woman in Britain in the 1950s.
She seemed to get an appetite for it, and she literally couldn't stop.
After raising 6 kids in a happy marriage, empty nesters Mary and John Knowles take in a housemate to help make ends meet.
This is me husband.
Hello, welcome. I'm John.
John, I'm John too. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, I hope I don't get you two mixed up.
Mary had a very normal life for women of her time.
I leave you in Mary's hands. I'm off to my bed, as you can see.
Thank you.
She was married to the same man for 41 years.
All he does is sleep. It'd be great to have a younger man around. Come, I'll show you to your room.
She had no reason to expect anything would change.
But a change is exactly what she gets.
Don't be silly, pet. I've seen it all before.
Mary became friendly with the new John.
I thought you might be thirsty.
This John is a shinier model than her husband.
He was 13 years younger, so make of that what you will.
By a remarkable coincidence, soon after the housemate arrives, her 76-year-old husband gets sick.
Some of the symptoms John Knowles had was stomach pains and vomiting.
I'd like you to give him 1 teaspoon of this 4 times a day, okay?
What's the matter with him, Doc?
Look, it's hard to tell, but that will help with his vomiting and pain.
Thank you. I'll see you out.
But Mary is there to administer the right medicine.
The local doctor prescribed cough medicine to try and treat John Knowles' illness.
Here we go.
It had no effect whatsoever, and he died very soon afterwards.
The doctor didn't hesitate in signing a death certificate, and there was nothing suspicious seen by anybody.
And just like that, Mary can start fresh with her new John.
My love. Can you stop laying there?
But he doesn't live up to her expectation.
I want to have some fun.
In the bedroom.
He wasn't what she thought he was going to be.
Worked 12 hours today. I'm really tired.
It wasn't enough for Mary. She wanted more.
Thank you.
And before long, tragedy strikes again.
John Russell didn't last particularly long either. He got very seriously ill.
And by Christmas, he had died too.
Again, doctors see nothing peculiar.
In those days, 2 men of that age, those deaths wouldn't have aroused any suspicion.
Mary has plied her 2 lovers with rat poison.
When Mary was preparing dinner, murder was served.
She discovers discarding men can be profitable.
I think Mary was acquiring a taste for murder and money.
You're looking well, Mary. Oh, I'm feeling very well.
Within a year, she meets a new paycheck.
Here he is. Oliver, I'd like you to meet my dear friend Mary.
Hello.
Hello.
Mary next met Oliver Leonard, who was a retired estate agent.
He's a lovely old bugger.
Has he got any money?
And when Mary saw Oliver Leonard sitting there, she had a question, and the question was, has that old bugger got any money?
That's about as subtle as a brick upside the head.
Mary wastes no time. She knows how to win over a man.
We're getting married.
It's true. She charmed me.
Mary had no trouble at all taking advantage of men that were kind to her and wanted to marry her.
No, really?
Really? We're getting married.
In September 1956, just weeks after Mary Wilson and Oliver Leonard meet, they are married.
Really?
Really?
The very next day, Mary tries to buy him a life insurance policy.
The insurance man said, no, you can't because he's too old. He was 76. So she was stuck with Oliver Leonard. And whatever he happened to have.
She can't milk Oliver for any more money. So just 2 weeks after getting hitched, she gets rid of him.
Come on, open up, love.
I don't think Mary and Oliver had time to even consummate the marriage before he died.
Again, no one suspects the death of an elderly man.
That was put down to heart as well. In fact, the doctor was so sure it was heart, he never even came out to the death. He just wrote the certificate out and said that's it.
And Mary feels she can get away with murder whenever she wants.
Mary's new hobby of finding a man, marrying him, killing him, and taking his money was coursing through her veins.
Her string of misfortune in quick succession is earning the widow of Windy Nook quite a reputation. But it doesn't stop 76-year-old Ernest Wilson from falling for her charms.
Are you ready for dancing now?
They had a small wedding, but it was quite a party.
It's a lot. It's beautiful. You've got an awful lot of food left over. What are you going to do with all those sandwiches?
Eyebrows were raised at the wedding reception when Mary was asked what she was going to do with the leftovers, and Mary coolly replied,
I'll save them for the funeral.
Mary had already gotten away with murder 3 times. Why wouldn't she feel confident to make a joke like that? Save it for the funeral.
And true to form, within 2 weeks,
Ernest has been taken into hospital. I don't want to be alone. Can I stay the night with you? Of course.
Mary went round to her neighbours and said, oh, he's got so bad he's gone into hospital, and I'm a bit scared of being in the house by myself. Can I come and stay with you?
Mary arrives with more than a change of clothes and a toothbrush.
Whose watch is there?
Oh, it's Ernest's.
And Mary had a bag with her, and in that bag was a gold watch, which was her husband's.
I'm trying to sell it.
And Mary said, I'm going to sell it.
The next morning, Mary, returns home.
You will get a shock.
Ernest was laid there dead and had been dead since the day before.
Oh, Lord. You said he was in hospital.
Did I? I don't remember saying that.
Losing one husband is unfortunate. Losing two is careless. But losing four is suspicious.
You should be giving me a discount.
Mary told the undertaker she thought she should get a discount. She was bringing him so much business. I'm not sure being a frequent flyer at the funeral home puts you in a good light, but Mary didn't care.
I think Mary's downfall was probably these little comments about save the sandwiches for the funeral. I'll get discount off the undertaker.
The police soon hear rumors of Mary's strange behavior.
So when you say acting strangely, what exactly do you mean?
Well, at her wedding, when I asked her what she'd like to do with the leftover sandwiches, she said keep them for the funeral.
Finally, the jig is up.
Mary may have thought she was being funny or didn't care about the things she was saying to other people about her husband's deaths, but the police took notice. It was the beginning of the end.
They exhume the bodies of the four men and find the answer to everyone's suspicions.
They found in their stomachs phosphorus, which was used in rodent poison.
Mary Wilson is convicted of 2 counts of murder and sentenced to death.
Well, Mary would have known that people are dying agonizing deaths, but she was obviously prepared to keep on doing it for gain.
Mary never meets the hangman. Her sentence is commuted to life in prison. She dies in 1963 after serving just 4.5 years behind bars.
Mary's children reported that when they visited her in prison, she was always in good spirits. That doesn't surprise me. Psychopaths, such as Mary, don't feel guilt and remorse.
The merry widow of Windy Nook goes laughing to her grave.
Mary said at her trial, "I like men and men like me." They liked her right up to the moment they died.
Sometimes the biggest threat,
her behavior was over the top,
to a woman,
it's a dangerous, emotional cocktail,
is herself.
And that's when this story took a turn for the worse.
In 2015, Granby, Missouri, 65-year-old Connie Sanders Ford has just lost the love of her life.
Connie's husband died at the age of 74. After his death, she seemed to nosedive.
When elderly people lose a spouse or long-term partner, it's much harder on them than when a younger person loses someone they love, mainly because they feel they have less to look forward to.
Consumed by grief, Connie shuns the outside world.
Connie's estranged from her neighbors and her children. Who knows how we all respond to the death of a loved one we've been with for decades? Everybody's different.
There's one old friend she does connect with, 58-year-old tree trimmer John Jordan.
Connie had hired John to do some tree trimming and some roofing work, I believe.
I like this one.
Good choice.
And, the roof's leaking. Could you fix that ASAP?
Sure I can.
I'm just not coping on my own.
John is there to comfort Connie.
Time heals.
But his sympathy soon becomes complicated.
For Connie, attention from a man at this point in her depression was like putting a Band-Aid on a gaping wound. It wasn't much, but it was enough.
Romance brings Connie out of the darkness.
See you tomorrow.
She falls right into it. It makes her feel good. It makes her feel alive again. It's like, wow, maybe I can start over.
But this newfound hope has an obstacle.
Why are you so late?
The only problem is that he's married.
I got caught up with a client.
And he had been for over 40 years.
Almost started without you.
I mean, for John, it seemed like he wanted a fling. It seemed like he wanted some excitement in his life.
I don't believe that they had had many marriage issues up to the point that Connie Sanders came into the picture.
Connie knows she's betraying a friend. But it's not slowing her down. Her feelings become deeper.
Hey. She has found a savior.
Trying to keep your hands off me, huh?
No.
Someone has pulled her out of that dark hole and she's feeling good again. She's reinvigorated. She sees life again. She sees romance again.
The roof's finished.
That's my man.
Connie showers her lover with affection and grand gestures.
That's way too much.
Connie overpaid John approximately $15,000 for the job he did.
Oh, take it. I don't want to pay tax on it anyway.
He wants to give it back to her, and she's, no. I want you to keep it because I don't want to pay taxes on it.
But her generosity is motivated by more than taxes.
Is Connie basically leaving her stockings on the counter, hoping that she's going to go back and get them someday? Is she leaving John the money, hoping that there's that tie between them that can never be severed?
She knew she didn't have a lot going for her physically, but what she did have was money, and she used it.
John only sees Connie as a friend with benefits, but Connie wants commitment. She decides to take matters into her own hands.
John! She goes over and walks into his wife's kitchen.
You're pathetic. You know we're having an affair.
She tells her, I'm your husband's lover.
Connie!
You're pathetic for staying with him while he's cheating on you.
Get out! Stupid woman!
You need to leave.
I think she figured if John's wife threw him out, she'd be there to catch him.
I'm so sorry.
John makes a decision.
I won't see her anymore.
His fling with Connie is over.
John.
Connie! What's this?
It's the money I owe you.
The first thing he did was give Connie back the $15,000. She had overpaid him.
I don't want it.
I can't see you anymore.
You're out of my life, and I don't even want your money.
I won't leave my wife.
I want my wife. That didn't sit well.
Connie finds herself back in a dark place.
She's, at this point, ready to do anything to get back at him.
And that's when this story took a turn for the worse.
In Granby, Missouri, Connie Sanders Ford can't accept her affair is over.
She was upset because John had gone back home to his wife.
Lover John Jordan wants to end it.
Hello?
Are you getting back together?
Yes, we are.
John decides he wants to do the right thing. The problem with that is, Connie is not going to let him.
Has he told you about...
Connie was not a woman who was going to be ignored.
Don't call here again.
An obsession, jealousy, and rejection. It's a dangerous, emotional cocktail.
Hello, Connie.
Hey, John.
Connie had called John and stated that she was at the cemetery and that she was going to commit suicide.
Keep listening.
Nothing mattered to her anymore, except ending the pain.
But she can't bring herself to do it.
Connie! Connie!
She wants to give herself one more chance.
She starts stalking them. She starts showing up at the house.
Hey, do you think this is finished?
Connie becomes the atypical fatal attraction woman.
We've taken out a restraining order on you, Connie. You need to stay away from us.
Restraining orders were obtained.
Do you want me to commit suicide?
But restraining orders rarely stop a charging bull.
Either be me or you!
And that's what Connie was.
Go away, or I'll call the cops.
Her emotional blackmail and persistent stalking just drives John further away.
What do you want, Connie?
Connie's got one more ploy.
I just want to talk.
On March 30th, 2015.
Talk inside.
She's there to collect a debt of love. She feels scorned, and somebody's got to pay. And that person is John.
There was a one shot to the chest. The bullet went through part of the heart and into the liver. He died quickly.
Here's a guy she supposedly loved. Here's a guy she supposedly wanted to be with. And now she shot him.
Connie hasn't considered what happens next. She's got no plan, no alibi, no clue. She goes to a friend's place and unloads.
I shot him! What?
After the murder, Connie goes to a friend's house and says, I shot him.
God, I shot him!
Shot who?
John Jordan! I shot him!
There's been a shooting.
Connie advised the officer that she thought it was all a dream.
It feels like a dream, and I'm gonna wake up.
But her dream is heading for an abrupt end, behind bars. In 2016, Connie Sanders Ford is convicted of first-degree murder and armed criminal action. She's sentenced to life in prison without parole.
She's a killer. She's gonna pay the price for that. And that right there is a dream she'll never wake up from.
When Connie loses her husband, it leaves a big hole in her life. She thinks she can fill it, but she's wrong. And she can't stand to lose twice.
She's going to carry a fire in her heart until the day she dies. Not of love for John, but that he got exactly what he deserved.
These deadly women didn't age gracefully. Jean Harrington blamed her husband for ruining her life. Mary Elizabeth Wilson traded husbands for a little bit of cash. And Connie Sanders Ford wouldn't take no for an answer. They turned their midlife crises into midlife murder.